This is just a quick overview of our CNC project, being able to do CNC out of Rhino using Grasshopper. Here's our three curves that we started with: a circle, hexagon, and a square. We'll show you a little bit of our logic behind what we're doing. So we'll start off with typing in Grasshopper player, and we'll use our kiosk remote and open that. And since we had the three curves selected, they're already automatically pulled into Grasshopper. Now we'll open up Grasshopper, and we have a couple of options here. Depth of cut, about 1/8 of an inch is where we're set at, and clearance in the Z direction is going to be 1/4 of an inch. We could probably change that to, there we go, 200 thousandths. So 2/10. So we'll break it into our XYZ components, and then we'll change one component with the Z cut and the other one into our raise. So we'll raise it 200 thousandths, and we'll cut 1/8 of an inch. So we'll move it over here, and we'll do some magic through here where we get our elements. And so as we look into here, and so now we have our 1/8 of an inch cut and our 0.2 inch raised in the Z direction. So a couple things that we'll need to get rid of: these brackets and the commas for delineation here don't work on the CNC program. So we'll have to eliminate those. So we'll do that in this section of the program, where we eliminate our commas and our brackets. Then we'll come over here and we'll add our XYZ annotations in front. One section, bring it up on top, next section in the middle and on the bottom. And we'll do our series, which is just a step count. How far do we want to count? And have our lines of text, our line of code identified, N to the nth of our series. And so we add that to our previous information, and we get our code N0, X0, Y0, Z at a 0.2. That means we're going to raise Z up 0.2. Then the next one is 00 minus 128. So we're going to plunge 1/8 of an inch into our material, and so on and so forth. And we continue with the rest of our codes. Okay? And we could stretch this out and see what all of our codes are. Now what we need to do is we need to export this to a file. So we'll right click and we'll have stream contents destination. Where do we want our file to be? So we'll start that up, and we'll go to our kiosk CNC kiosk, and we're going to just call this one, we want to give it our destination. Let's call it 1 test CNC dot, and now this is important, NCD as our file extension, because it's going to be saved for the Techno. They use an NCD file. So we'll save. Now we have an empty folder. We just need to put our data in it. So we'll right click again in this box, and we'll go stream contents, and it'll stream it to the file that we just made. Okay, let's go see if it worked. File folder view, and we'll go down to CNC. So here's our G-code at the top to tell what computer we're working on. The next part is our X and Y for the first box.